Welcome to the Music of America podcast. I'm your host, Tom Pollard. Let's talk music here on the Music of America.
She wants to ride my rocket, and that's all right with me.
I was living in New York City, and one night after a gig, I met this girl in a bar, and one thing led to another, and she was grabbing a cab home, and she told me to get in, and that was on a Thursday night, and I don't think I resurfaced again until Sunday. So,
Wow.
But as far as writing a song about that, I mean, everybody's written a song about that. I thought, man, if you're going to do a song about this, you better come up with a fresh angle. And I'm sitting in the studio and thinking, well, this is kind of happening, but it's missing something. What does this need? And I said, it kind of needs like a John Popper type harmonica kind of thing, like a real over the top funky harmonica thing, like Blues Traveler. And somebody in the room, I can't remember who, said, like, well, why don't you just get John Popper? And so I don't know Blues Traveler. I have no connection to them, but I tracked their people down out. I think they were out on the West Coast, and I just sent them an email like, "Hey, look, here's got this tune. Here's an MP3 of the basic track. Would John be interested?" Later on that day, I must have caught him on the right day. The same day, their manager wrote back and said, "Hey, John loves the tune and he'd love to do it." I was like,
That's
"Wow,
so cool."
Okay. I was on tour, I think in Germany or Denmark or Netherlands or somewhere over there, on the continent, as they say. And so I sent him the track, and I think now Blues Traveler is doing a tour, and I think they were in Baltimore or somewhere in the Baltimore area or Florida, I can't remember, but they actually cut it on the tour bus. I guess their road manager had like a little mobile recording gig, and on a day off or something, or when they had a few hours, he just cut the harmonica stuff. And what I was blown away by, I mean, obviously it's going to be great because John's a great player, but when they sent me these tracks, I thought maybe he'd just do a couple of passes on it. Like, here, I just blew some stuff. Here you go.
Yeah.
They sent like 11 different tracks of him using different harmonicas on one track. I think he used an octaver on it. And so he really just went to town, like making sure that there was all this different stuff that I could work with. That's a real work ethic. I was really impressed by that.
Yeah.
And so now it's just this playful, funky tune that features John Popper, and it's fun for me to listen to.
Had he not given himself that way into that song, then he wouldn't be that person that you became.
I was just going to say that people in this business who last any amount of time at all it's a business full of assholes, but the assholes don't survive. You have to be a genuinely good person.
Yeah.
To stick around.
You gotta be dedicated like this. I mean, look, that story tells it all. I mean, he is that good because he pays that kind of attention to detail.
Yes,
he pays that kind of attention to detail, which is what makes him that good.
I think that's why he got to be successful in the first place. I learned a lot about him, and he clearly approaches everything that way. And I think people who do that are the ones who thrive, or at least survive in the business,
Well, let's listen to him on your song Rocket Rider, the first of 3 songs coming up with Jefferson Thomas, our guest here on the Music of America podcast.